Do you ever feel that life is just passing you by and you're just going through the motions day to day? We could all do with pressing the reset button every now and again. And so this past weekend, me and Tyler, we did just that. What started the week before with a dreamful internet search of quaintful places ended with a reservation and a road trip up to Maine. We were able to breathe, escape, and empty our minds. All thanks to this little inn, the Squire Tarbox. We were excited to call this quaint, rustic, and lovable establishment home for the next couple of days. Now, when we first arrived, we did not see a single soul. We checked ourselves in what reminded me of an old English lounge that you can sit back and relax in. All the common areas had this vibe, and I immediately felt at home. The dining room was something like an old English pub. It had me very excited for the morning breakfast. But it wasn't until we went into the main lounge and my heart skipped a beat. I mean, just look at it. The property was built in 1763 and then renovated or restored in 2018, and they did such a fantastic job of keeping the integrity and the history of the building. Now it was time to take a peek at our room. We stayed in the Mario, room 11. It was dog friendly, yep, hello Beau, and it was perfect for us. Albeit it was a little bit small, but I was actually kind of excited to sleep in a queen bed just to snuggle up beside Tyler. The interior design throughout is just top notch. They hit a perfect balance of cottage quaint without being old and used feeling. It really was perfect. The weather was going to change on us, so we only had that afternoon in the sun to explore the grounds. We grabbed our coffees, cameras, and took in the beauty. It's funny because I'm now creating this film of our weekend, but none of the footage was actually planned. It just kind of happened. Our goal was to be peaceful and present, and that's exactly what we did. There was no hustle, no timeline, just us and this gorgeous dress. I mean, look at it. But seriously, I urge you to do something similar. Find that quality time, that you time, that time with the person who makes you feel that time has stopped. We all need more of that in our lives. As night was coming upon us, it was the perfect time to retreat back to our favourite room. We still hadn't seen anyone, and I honestly almost felt like we were trespassing. How could every window be putting on such a beautiful display of art, and yet we were the only ones around to see it? Nonetheless, we put on the fire, kicked back, and just snuggled in for the evening. Then, just like that, it was morning. After a good stretch and another admirer of window art, we popped down for brekkie, and oh my god, it was adorable. They had 2 little trays of fresh omelettes and scones were waiting there for us. We had fresh orange, coffee, and it was a perfect start to a perfectly rainy day. Yes, it was raining, but we weren't going to be put off by the wet weather because it just is what it is. So we made the most out of it and headed out to find a hike. More like a trail, but okay, we had a little walk through the woods, but whatever, we loved it nonetheless. Hiking isn't really our strong suit of ours. But even Beau got in on the action and he jumped over a whole tree. Yep, he jumped over a whole tree. That was laying on the floor, but whatever. I didn't realise just how much and in how many ways we needed this. I'm sure you'll find yourself feeling the same way. We grind and we just keep going, but sometimes you need to stop, be still, and it's in the moment of stillness that you'll find your happy place. Mine took us back to the inn where we sat and wrote a song. Life moves so fast, and as cliche as it sounds, we only have one. So I'd like to ask you a question. Are you happy? Let your answer ring in your mind. I don't ask it to be confrontational or to test or even to brag. I've had experiences with deep depression, trauma, loss, and I tried to fill it with things that I thought would make me happy, only to discover that they were a distraction. It's rare that happiness is an all-consuming feeling all of the time, and that myth that I was chasing, and maybe you are too, I now realise that being happy is in the small, unseen moments. Find the little things that make your soul happy, make you feel alive, and make you forget all the bullshit, and build upon that. You deserve it, and we all do. Okay, well, after that deep dive of emotions, I can only assume the copious amounts of autumn air went to my head and gave me a natural high or something. I'm just going to wrap it up here. The Squire Tarbox was a serene experience. You can snuggle up and just get cozy and enjoy the whole natural beauty around. If you're in the New England area, I urge you to check it out. If you're not even there, somewhere at your own home, like in your room, turn the electronics off, open the windows and take a big breath in. Fill up your soul with the happiness of your life. Okay, I'm going off again. Well, my name is Lacey. I hope you've enjoyed this little weekend escape with us. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel, follow on Instagram, and we will get through this life together fashionably and fiercely. Bye!